Hello, my name is Kevin Rissmiller. Thank you for viewing my video blog. As you see by the title of this entry, it's called Man Whore. If you viewed any of the previous blogs, you'll know that I was sexually molested as an 11-year-old boy by a Roman Catholic priest, which set my life off in a different direction of trying to prove my masculinity when I reached puberty. So I basically had sex with every female that would allow me, and I became addicted to it. I wanted to prove that I was not a homosexual. I didn't figure this out till years later when I entered some self-evaluative therapeutic programs. But it's what got me to the point where I just wanted to constantly have sex. Of course, sex feels good. And I also became very selfish about it. I was never forceful. I always wanted the woman to want me. It was part of the psychological issues that I encountered from things that happened to me. And when I was younger, I was much better looking than what you're seeing right now. I was a model and a dancer, and I was an attractive young man. Had all my teeth then. I want to get some new teeth back here. Fact of the matter is, I can be funny and very gregarious and social. Being funny, there's always truth in humor. And that's what makes people laugh at it, because they can relate to it. But it also is a very sexually attractive quality to females, the opposite sex, as well as, like I said, drugs, which helps them lose their inhibitions in their judgment. But I also became very skilled at it, so I could please, so they'd want to come back for more. I was very manipulative, and I did a lot of young ladies wrong. And this is my public apology to each and every one of them. A lot of them had their own issues. And when I got older, because I started out liking so many and having sex with so many women, females, not all of them women, some of them when I was younger, I started in my early teens, really. The first time I had any kind of sexual encounter, I was an 8-year-old boy, but the real wild stuff when you hit puberty and the hormones are raging starts in the early teens, obviously. Went out again, dang it. Anyway, I got fixated on that particular age group of the early teen to early 20s zone. And this was long before they had lists and sex predators and sex offenders, which I'm not on any lists. I should be, probably. I've been spared. And that's part of why I'm making this, to hopefully spare someone else. Whether it be a woman or young lady who's sexually acting out because she was likely abused by a parent or a family member or a friend of the family, and their hormones rage too. There's been many a times, as hard as this, even when I was in this old shape, where a young female has, I guess, daddy issues or whatever you want to call it, where they are attractive to older men, and they will seduce. It's part of what sent me to prison, but and we're supposed to be the adults and say no, but sometimes the brain isn't what's doing all the thinking, as everybody knows. And there's lots of men out there who've done it and gotten away with it and never got caught. And I don't like the idea that they've legislated biology, because if you read a lot of psychology books, after eating and other basic things, sex is right up there in one of the hierarchies of, to reproduce. That's how we maintain as a species on the planet. And I'm not talking about little kids either. I'm talking about sexually mature. And I know it sounds creepy and you might automatically switch to, oh, you're a child molester. I don't see it that way, in that, to me, a child molester is the ones that go after the little kids. As a matter of fact, if you want to go technical about it, pedophile is the ones that go after the little kids that aren't sexually mature. Hebephile is the actual term, as I understand it, to cover those young ladies, females, that are sexually mature, but not of legal age. And I apologize if I'm offending anyone, I'm not trying to, but I have to be real here for the people who do need to hear this. And again, I do want to apologize to any and all of the young ladies or women who I was skillfully manipulating into being with me and not appreciating them as a woman or a partner. And there are several that come to mind that I've listed in the Trump book I wrote. I worked for Trump, plug, look me up on Amazon and get my books. But that I should have stayed with, that I should have been with instead of what I ended up doing and where I ended up being. And I need to have a good woman, a good partner. If you're out there and if you're listening to me right now, I like being chased. Chase me till I catch you. Sexually, I prefer a woman who wants me, who desires me, who goes after me, who seeks me, and who's aggressive towards me. That I'm not the kind of guy who likes to push and rape and take down. No, that's not me. I like to be desired. I like a woman to want me. It's just the way I am. I'm giving you all the clues here so you know what right path to take if you are seriously interested, even if it's not your personal tendencies. Hopefully. Let's see. And I am very sexual in nature, but I'm also a good man. And I want to find someone who will love me for me, flaws and all. And one of the problems I've always had, being the man whore, as the title of this is that I like to have sex right away with someone I'm interested in having a relationship with. When I become friends with a woman, then I lose that sexual interest because I don't want to ruin the friendship. Sounds weird, I know, and I've always heard you're supposed to have your best friend as your mate and partner. I need to see if I can do that. I haven't been able to successfully. Maybe it's just been, it's probably been my fault, but if it hasn't, I also choose the wrong type of woman. Excuse me. I tend to go towards if you're familiar with psychology, the borderline personality types who are very sexual but also loaded down with issues. And I know I'm bringing my own baggage and any other female will bring theirs, but yes, as the title of this entry is, I've been a man whore. I've slept with and I'm always looking at and interested in sex. And it's hard to break that habit. And I've probably ruined and broken a few hearts along the way because of it, and again, my apologies. I'd love to name some names of females that I have in mind, but you know who you are if you are hearing this and seeing me after all these years. I'm not a bad person. I put myself in a bad place because of mistakes I made. And I will come back, and I will come back up big this time. That's my goal. That's my intent. And I'm very tenacious, so I'm likely to reach it. That tenacity helped me be a good man whore, among other things, sales and such. But I'm trying to bare my soul here and share with you everything. So, I'm going to end this here, and I hope this helps someone, even if it just helps one person who's worth doing. God bless. Have a good day, and I hope to see you again soon.